Good evening, everybody. I call to order this regular meeting of the Elk Grove Park District. Today is June 12th. Can I have a roll call, please?
President O'Malley,
Here.
Commissioner Biecki,
Here.
Commissioner Carlson,
Here.
Commissioner Cook,
Here.
Commissioner Walls.
Here.
Have all the commissioners had a chance to look at the May 22nd Committee of the Whole meeting, the May 22nd, 2025 regular meeting? All those in favor of as presented, please say aye.
Aye.
5-0. Public communication, any comments from the audience at this time?
The board would like to give out scholarships and then go right back to public communication. I'm fine with that.
Doesn't matter to me, either way. What's the length of your time that you'd be needing, Tim, approximately?
The spirit of the movie, I don't know. I don't.
All right, then on behalf of all the people here, then we'll move it. Do any staff or commissioners have any correspondence at this time? Okay, hearing none, we are going to go to recognition of special guests. Bob, you are the chair of the youth committee, and you're going to be handing out some scholarships, so if you and Scotty can take it from there.
Yeah, absolutely. So myself and Commissioner Carlson, we serve on Elk Grove Village's youth committee, and every year we, as a committee, award 7 scholarships. This year, the Elk Grove Foundation, Elk Grove Parks Foundation, is awarding three scholarships for $1,000 each, and the Village of Elk Grove is awarding 4 scholarships for $1,000 each. We meet every year. We review the applications from all residents that submit, that are seniors in high school and submit an application. And it's always tough each year reviewing all the applications and selecting the winners for the scholarships. We're always looking for how they can give up their time to Elk Grove Village and volunteer wherever within the community to support Elk Grove residents is one of the big areas that we look for. And we're excited that we have 7 individuals this year. And so we're going to share the 3 individuals that will be receiving the awards from the Elk Grove Parks Foundation. And to do that, I'm going to introduce Scott Sachs, who is the president of the Elk Grove Parks Foundation. Scott?
Thank you. I feel like that's so high today. And thank you for the work you guys do to help select the winners. I know how challenging it is. We usually get way more applicants than we do have scholarship awards, so thanks for all the hard work you put in. It is an incredibly difficult decision because there's so many kids who are so deserving of this. So the Parks Foundation, I have the privilege of serving as the president on. We exist, we're a 501c3 independent from the Park District, but we exist solely for the purpose of supporting parks and recreation in the community. This is probably one of my favorite things to do. I mean, maybe outside of our duck race, which is a whole lot of fun, but it's not often you get to actually hand out a check to people who are deserving. So it's a privilege to be able to hand out scholarship funds. We have 3 winners tonight that we'll be handing out money to. So without much further ado here, let me get right to the names. Our first scholarship winner is Archit Tamhain. Archit, come on. Hey, congratulations. And before I hand out awards and checks, if you wouldn't mind saying a little bit about where you're going to school and a little bit about your involvement in the community.
Yeah, of course.
Hi everybody, my name is Archit, and I'm a senior in high school. I graduated from high school, and in the community I'm involved in, I do a lot of martial arts, and I did a lot of volunteering as well. I volunteered at Encore Village, which is a retirement community, and we provided digital literacy lessons to the residents of Encore Village there. And then I also volunteer at Gigi's Playhouse, which is a Down Syndrome Achievement Center, and I teach karate there. So yeah, I'm really honored to be winning this award, and I thank the youth committee so much. And yeah, thank you so much to the community as well for providing so much opportunity for me to learn and grow. And I hope that my work has provided opportunities to others as well.
Thank you.
What school are you going to?
I'm going to Harvard.
Nice. Harvard?
Any other questions?
No, it's a great accomplishment.
Congratulations. Thank you so much. And,
Harvard, I thought.
congratulations again. Thank you.
You said Harvard, right?
Yes.
I don't know the rest.
Harvard.
He's making sure that he enunciated correctly. Yes, Harvard, not Harper.
So close. And I think the fee
Not that
structure,
there's anything wrong
I
with
think the
Harper.
fee structure is very similar too.
Yeah.
Our next scholarship winner is Jimmy Serbo. Congratulations to you. Same as last, if you let us know a little bit about you and where you went to school and of course your involvement.
Hi everyone, I'm Jimmy Serbo. I just graduated from Conant. Ever since I was young, I've always been involved in the Elk Grove community a lot, especially with soccer for the club EGSC, if you guys know what that is. I did a lot of work there. I also volunteered for a fundraiser for a family friend who recently passed away. And we basically collected donations, going store to store. I was also mentoring young students in a program called Pride, which was very fun for me. And I'll be going to Lake Forest College this coming semester. And yeah, I'm grateful to receive this award and honored to be honored at this ceremony.
Very good.
Thank you.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, our last winner, we normally have handed out over the years 2 scholarship checks from the foundation. This year, through the generosity of one of our benefactors and partners, the Kilty family, who's here with us, I'd like to bring Jim Kilty up to help hand out this award. This comes more from his gifts to our foundation, and we certainly appreciate the partnership. Jim, great to see you. I'll let you
Oh, okay.
hand out your scholarship winner.
All right. So Nathan, that has to be you. There you go. Well, congratulations. Nice work. What high school did you go to? Conant also?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, very good. Just, sorry. You want to go ahead and do your spiel on what you've done and where you're going?
Alright, I'm a senior, or I just graduated from Conant. My name is Nathan, it's nice to meet all of you. My plans after high school is to go to DePaul University and study accounting. A little about what I've done in the community is, personally my favorite event is adopting a family every year for Christmas, and I go out with my family, we buy gifts for them, make sure they have the Christmas that everyone deserves. Something else that I've done is I've helped co-found the suburb branch of the Chicago Refugee Coalition, or Student Coalition, and that's just about helping refugees in the community and the communities around us, and helping with whatever little things they need with school supplies, just getting a better sense of community, whatever that is for them.
Very good. Congratulations.
Hey, Nathan, I'm just kind of curious, academic side, you have that and you have your volunteering. Between mom and dad, who do you think pushes you harder? I know you love them the same, but who do you think pushes harder?
Probably my mom.
Oh,
My dad's more the sports guy.
all right, very good.
For some hard bags. Yeah,
I was gonna, if Scott, you can reintroduce him, or I'm gonna bring Jim and his family up if he wants.
First, and just quick, congratulations to all of our scholarship winners. So congratulations to you all. And then, yeah, Jim, you and your family want to share a little bit about your story and why you're.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you again. You've all heard the story, but for the Elk Grove TV, I'll go over it quickly one more time. So, Jim Kilty, Sean Kilty, my son, daughter-in-law Lauren, son Kyle. So about just a little over 2 years ago, we lost my youngest son and their brother, and he died unexpectedly. He was a senior at Air Force Academy, and we all kind of came together, and we were trying to figure out a way to, honor Cole and, the trite phrase, preserve the legacy and all that kind of stuff. And we were just thinking it's just Cole, might be something for Cole, right? So we got talking, and we got to talking, and we You know, Cole grew up in Elk Grove since he was born in Elk Grove at Lexington Brothers and went to Pike Conant, finished all the way through Conant. And just as a, 5-year-old, he started playing indoor soccer, and that was the introduction to Elk Grove Park District, and he just went sport to sport, season to season, and he never played more than one sport in that season, but he was always playing a sport. Whether it was inline, whether it was basketball, football, baseball, soccer, outdoor soccer, indoor soccer, and all that. So when all this happened, we got to talking, and we were trying to figure out, something we could do to, keep Cole going here. And I've known Bill for a long time, but I didn't know anything about the Elk Grove Parks Foundation, and a mutual friend of ours connected Bill and I about this, and what a great organization. So I got to put a plug in for that. I know you already did, the Elk Grove Parks Foundation, but the things you do for people that Elk Grove families that may need assistance, just as little as helping out with registration fees and for sporting events and for sports and for camps, and then and scholarships, a beautiful thing, wonderful thing. We can do that. And last year, part of Cole's Foundation, we contributed to the restoration of the Elk Grove football helmets. Helped defray the cost for the Elk Grove families that were going to be, the registration fee, and so we did that, and then we've got something in the works now, and I'll just say that, and again, they've heard the story before, and when Cole was real little, there was no child labor law in my house. You just started working, right? So he's mowing the yard when he's a little kid, he's probably 7 or 8, and he's pushing the mower around, and good thing I didn't get busted, for having he didn't have steel toe shoes on either, he's out there mowing. So he's probably like 10. I think he pushed a mower across the street. We lived over by that Fountain Square, and the neighbor across the street, his backyard backed up, was adjacent to the Fountain Square. And next thing you know, Cole had pushed the mower over there and just mowed out a putting green. He just did it he just decided that's what he wanted to do. And then him and his pals were over there chipping and putting, and then he just kind of kept it up. He would just take the mower over there, and and police never showed up, nothing ever happened, and that's what they kept doing. And so I was talking to the board, I was talking to Bill, and through Cole's Foundation, we're of the Elk Grove Parks Foundation, not only are we trying to contribute to scholarships and to families that need assistance with other things, but we're trying to get a putting green going over there in the Fountain Square area, and I think that could possibly be happening later on this year. And to raise money for that, we have a golf tournament for Cole. It's called the Kilt, and so this is the second annual. Last year, we raised just over $15,000. We presented a check to the Elk Grove Parks Foundation for just over $15,000, and this year the official number it's not quite in yet, but it's going to be around $25,000, and we are splitting it this year, half to the Elk Grove Parks Foundation and half to All Secure, a veteran-run organization for combat veterans that are suffering from PTSD, and they have some very good programs and techniques to help them battle that combat illness, ailments, and so it's going to be split. I think it's going to be $12,500 for each group, and that'll be coming later in the summer. I think we did it last year, like in July or August or something like that, but that's about it. And if you're watching on TV and if you want to donate, I mean, not just to the Cole Kilty Foundation, but the Elk Grove Parks Foundation, because it's a great organization and they're really trying to help people out. And that's all I have, unless you kids have anything. Okay. All right.
Yeah, we love the partnership, Jim. I mean, it's always unfortunate when you lose a child, and it's just, how do you react to that? So not only are you trying to keep his name alive, which you're doing, and creating this legacy, but one of the beneficiaries is the community, which makes a big difference. That, all Elk Grove residents get to use this putting green. They're in on the helmets, they're in on the soccer scholarship, and whatever else continues on. And that's what makes it really nice, is that the community is rallying behind you with, going to these golf outings and that, because they cared about Cole. And again, you're always humble, your sons are humble, but Cole was a brute. You know, he had your height, his skill. He was all conference in everything that he did. So he just wasn't an average player. He was a stud. I remember, and hopefully the boys remember this. One time I had to watch your three kids. I don't mind sharing this on TV. And I was so scared that when you were coming home, because Cole got bloodied. And he was the little one out of it. And I'm like, Cole, how do I explain that you got a bloody lip, bloody nose? And I get on the two of them, and I'm like, what are you doing to your brother? And he's like, Mr. O'Malley, Cole starts everything.
So I got inside information, so Bill helped me out. Their mother passed away when they were all very young, and so I was just trying to do it all on my own. And so Bill and his brother Jim were kind of my part-time babysitters now and then too. So he knew Cole real well, he knew these guys real well, and we got some funny stories about Jim O'Malley and your mother too.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah, they didn't even realize it was your mother when you first started talking to her. He was pulling her legs. But yeah, thank you so much, and thank everybody for their time and for listening to all this again and letting us come here and do this. So.
And Jim, while everybody's here, I did ask Mark, I believe this putting green is coming to fruition within the next couple of weeks, if you can give an
The
update.
installer is scheduled to be here next week,
Oh, excellent.
so it should be good to go as of
Oh,
weeks from now.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
All right. I appreciate that, and we'll be around for whatever you need. And like I said, we'll continue this partnership as long as we keep this golf tournament going, which it seems like it got bigger from last year, so we're going in the right direction, trending in the right direction. Okay, all right. Well, thank you all. We're just going to cut out, I think. So-
Before everyone leaves, we'd like to do a group picture with the commissioners, Scott, yourself, and all the scholarship winners. Of course. So let's come up here.
Sean, I'll keep a couple college escapades off air.
Which way's the better?
Very sure. Always. Looking at me here, we get our winners here. Let's see. All right, we get everybody in. Perfect. All right.
The cover of the next brochure.
Congratulations to everyone, and thank you all for coming.
Thank you, Jim.
All right, Bill, I'll talk to you. I'll fill you in that story.
Okay.
Sorry.
Tim, give us a minute. Mark, moving forward, when that particular putting green comes to fruition, can you or Ben give the rest of the commissioners an update? Because, you know, I'd like to announce it also. And then I'll let Kelly or Tom or the Parks Foundation and rest of us decide if, you know what, I know he's getting a sign or some kind of memorial, you know, if we're gonna have a dedication, if he wants a dedication or not, you know, a public one with his neighbors or something like that.
I don't want to speak out of turn, I think we were talking about putting a plaque in there.
Okay. Yeah, yep, sounds good. Okay, we're gonna bounce back to comments from the audience. We have 3 audience members, whoever would like to go first to address the board. Alan, would you like to address the board tonight? All right. Dan, anything?
No, sir.
All right, Tim, it's you. How are you?
Good, yourself?
Good.
I have two issues to bring up. I might postpone the second one to the next board meeting, but I was approached by a resident regarding Marshall Park. And the specific issue was two areas where, sorry, I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a second.
John's got the door
Please
coming.
get the door.
With,
We'll keep that one open, Scott.
with regard to AD accessibility. And I'm not an expert.
Tim, I'm
dabble-
sorry to interrupt. I didn't hear what part
Okay,
you're
no
talking
problem. I was approached by a resident regarding an issue, two issues that are jointly related regarding Marshall Park and ADA accessibility. I am not an expert in ADA accessibility. I only dabble in the subject. I know just kind of the orbit of it. I'm not definitely an expert by no means. The specific issues were approaching the park from the east versus approaching the park from the west. So if you approach the park from the west on Chelmsford, the municipal sidewalk system will give you full access to the entire periphery of the park, meaning you can take that sidewalk system and you do not have to traverse traffic, you don't have to go any private driveways. That sidewalk system from the municipal sidewalk system will take you around the entire edge of the park, basically until the eastern half. Now, the problem with the east is that if you approach from Chelmsford to the east, there is not any existing sidewalk from the municipal sidewalk system. So you basically have two options, and this is kind of the first part, is that if you take that sidewalk across the first driveway, and then you take the sidewalk towards the park, the sidewalks don't line up. So basically, you're here, you're walking across the driveway, you meet a curb. So the sidewalks really should line up so that even if you have to cross that even if you have to cross the parkway or the driveway, you at least have the same contiguous surface from the municipal sidewalk to the park system. Those two, like I said, those two don't line up. Right now, if you're walking from the east, you gotta walk, and then you gotta make a correct course almost over 5 feet, 6 feet to the left to access the sidewalk. They really should be contiguous and line up with each other.
Tim, I got a quick question. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm trying to follow. So Chelmsford to the west I get, but the east would be,
So there,
is
if
the
you,
northeast or southeast?
so if you're walking down Wellington is a T intersection at Chelmsford.
Right.
Chelmsford.
Yeah,
And
you
so-
take a right.
Yeah, so you take a right, and then you
Uh-huh.
walk probably past about maybe 30, 40 feet on the municipal sidewalk. Then you have the driveway for Marshall Park.
I got you, okay.
So at that point, from that point, there is no direct access into the park. You have to go over
Oh, I
the
see.
driveway. And so after you go over the driveway, you then are you're on a sidewalk system. That sidewalk system does not line up. You walk over the sidewalk system, you're presented with another driveway, and then you have to walk to the left about 6 feet on a diagonal to access the sidewalk system.
I know where you're at.
So those sidewalks really should line up. So you have one contiguous surface from the municipal sidewalk. Now that's the first issue. The second issue is kind of related. I really do think that the municipal sidewalk system on the east should link up to the park. Now that would mean you might have to get rid of 12 parking spaces or find a way to get access to the shrubbery, which is like probably 10 feet wide of shrubbery, in order to create a sidewalk system. So I think the immediate issue is that sidewalk system right now does not link up. You have to veer to the left. I think that's gonna be a problem, because if you have someone in a wheelchair, somebody with limited access, they're gonna have to cross one driveway, cross the second driveway, and go actually through the parkway to get to that sidewalk. It should be just a straight shot right across. Now, ultimately, I think you're gonna have to, and again, this is could versus should, I think you're gonna have to find some way to have access from the municipal sidewalk on the east to the park entrance, where you don't have to cross all those driveways. That's gonna be a problem, because I went running, it's a nice place, very nice place. I went running around the periphery, and this was definite difference yesterday versus today's Thursday. On Wednesday, it was like 90 degrees, and the place was bumping. Cars were coming left and right. I think that is going to be an issue for somebody with limited disability access, or with disability needs. So that was and I'll just stop right there on that note. That was, like I said, I was approached by a resident. The first part is that sidewalk system now really should link up, but I think ultimately you're gonna have to figure out a way for access from the municipal sidewalk system into the park on the east. So,
Well, rest assured, any ADA, American Disabilities Act, if we're out of compliance, we're gonna get, we take anything coming from a citizens, or, if it's a letter, we're gonna take it seriously, any kind of regulatory, any kind of safety issue. So Mark has heard you, Ben has heard you. And they'll get together with either who designed it, maybe get more information on how many entrances you do need legally, for ADA. They'll research it.
So I'll just add, so thank you, Tim, for bringing this to our attention. There's a process now we go through. This is a request, so we go through a process, and we have to evaluate this, and we will.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, I'm not an expert, and there's could versus should. You
Yep.
might say, we don't have to, question is, should you? Should
Right.
should you, so.
Absolutely.
But
Right.
That's it.
Thank you, Tim.
So-
Okay, thank you, Tim. All right, that concludes the comments from the audience. We're going to move right to 6A, recommendations for acceptance and approval. I'm going to need a motion and a second for approval of 3 advisory. I move that these individuals be appointed to serve a 2-year term as an advisory member of the following board. Elk Grove Youth Baseball, I have Alan Shop, and then I have Paulo Figueroa. Elk Grove Youth Basketball, Sarah Sundquist. So I need a motion and a second to approve those as
Second.
advisory members. Any discussion? Roll call, Brad?
Commissioner Biecki.
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson.
Yes.
Commissioner Cook.
Yes.
Commissioner Walls.
Yes.
President O'Malley.
Yes, and we thank all 3 of them for stepping forward. I need a motion and a second for acceptance of the payment request from Pickle Tile LLC of Austin, Texas for the Marshall Park Pickleball Project in the amount of $42,879.24.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Carlson.
Yes.
Commissioner Cook.
Yes.
Commissioner Walls.
Yes.
Commissioner Biecki.
Yes.
President O'Malley.
Yes. Last on the recommendations for acceptance of approval is the payment application number 3 from Evans and Sons Incorporated of West Chicago for the Marshall Park Pickleball Project in the amount of $100,492.78.
So moved.
Second?
Any discussion regarding this subject? Hearing none, roll call please.
Commissioner Cook.
Yes.
Commissioner Walls.
Yes.
Commissioner Biecki.
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson.
No.
President O'Malley.
Yes. Okay, we're up, items for information. We are gonna start with Tiffany Green, Leisure Services update, please.
Thank you. So over at the Sheila Ray Adult Center, they're currently at 336 members. In May, the Spring Bazaar generated over $1,100 in profit. There were 34 participants that attended the Holland Tulip Trip, 19 to the Mitchell Park Dome, 34 attendees at the Murder Mystery event at Fox Run this time, 66 participants at the Time Warp Luncheon, and 30 at Senior Prom. Last month was a slower month in aquatics, 27 private lessons compared to 23 last year, 130 total swim lesson participants, and 960 for aqua wellness. For adult athletics, the Adult Spring Pickleball League started May 7th. They split into 2 leagues this year, competitive and recreational, with 16 in competitive and 9 in recreational. Adult softball seasons are all up and running with 45 teams total. Cultural arts, they held their spring music recital in the month of May. They had 50 guests in attendance and 17 of their students performing. For dance, the Pavilion Dance Center held dance company auditions on May 16th for the 25-26 season. Early childhood was busy in the month of May. They held their end of school year celebrations and graduations May 13th and 14th, and then they held their annual preschool day at Pirates Cove on the 15th. With several hundred in attendance and a lot of donations for our Elk Grove Food Pantry. For the fitness center, Group X numbers were at 2,190 for the month of May. Personal training was at 253 sessions, 393 open gym drop-ins, 40 racquetball volleyball reservations, and 1,780 tracked uses at the Rejuvenation Center. For the museum, our new exhibit, Pioneer in Medicine, opened May 17th. And then for Pirates Cove, we had a really strong opening weekend there. The weather worked out well for that location. 799 admissions sold within the first 4 operational days in May, and we currently have 100 pass holders for the season. Rainbow Falls, on the other hand, didn't fare well with the cooler weather. They had 111 total daily admissions on Monday of opening weekend. We were closed the other days. We were sitting at 223 season pass holders. For rentals, We had 161 total rentals in May compared to 109 last year. In May, Kids Club finished strong with 1,972 daily registrations. Some upcoming events to note, June 17th, we have one of our 10 Days of Paradise at Rainbow Falls. It's National Mascot Day. June 18th is a free Art at the Park event at Appleseed Park. June 20th is a free Movie in the Park event, Inside Out 2 at Pavilion Field. June 21st is a free family fishing day from 9 to noon at Johnson Park. June 23rd is another 10 Days of Paradise at Rainbow Falls. June 25th, another free Art at the Park event at Olmsted. June 29th is our River Run 5K at Rainbow Falls from 8:30 to 10:30 a.m. July 1st, 10 Days of Paradise, dance party all day at Rainbow Falls. July 2nd, a free Art at the Park event at JC Park. July 9th, another 10 Days of Paradise at Rainbow Falls. And then also July 9th, a free Art at the Park event at Roosevelt Park.
Any questions or comments? The only thing I'd like to bring up, and hopefully that our entire team is addressing this, you know what, the Queen of the Rosary is really serious about not parking in their lot when it comes to Rainbow Fall for all the residents. Ben was gonna add some additional signage, but they have towed some vehicles, so if you're a resident of Elk Grove Village and you're gonna enjoy Rainbow Falls, we've said it for the last 5-7 years, you've got Lions Park, you have Rotary, you have Grove Junior High, you have side streets, but please do not park. The high school, you know, do not park in their lot. St. Julian's has also put up some signage regarding for Pirates Cove, so please watch where you park at Pirates Cove. We're gonna continue to have dialogue and try to engage with them to come up with a solution through the village and the Archdiocese and ourselves, but in the meantime, just respect the, you know, they don't want you parking there, so
And
that's all.
do not park on Cypress.
Correct, you will be ticketed. So, that's it. Sorry, Parks and Planning, Mark?
Yeah, so past month or so, the Parks staff has been working to get the seasonal facilities up and running. Through that process, staff discovered a leak at the leisure pool. We did a lot of troubleshooting and narrowed it down to the dolphin slide feature, which was leaking a lot of water. So we had to isolate that, and it is currently out of order. We have ideas to put together to get it back going, maybe running a hose or trying to figure out something that we can get it back working, but temporarily it's down until we can figure out a better way to get that running. Marshall Park has seen a lot of work happening over the last couple of weeks. We've got the asphalt paving done Tuesday, and then the pickle glass enclosure system was delivered yesterday, and the installation started in earnest this morning. We have a representative from Pickle Tile to work with the contractors to make sure that it goes up successfully, and we're looking forward to seeing that up over the next couple of weeks, and which is good timing because with the asphalt down, we need to give it some cure time, get the oils out of the pavement so that we can have the color coating take place, which is scheduled for July 1st. I've been working with, or I've been talking with that subcontractor to make sure that we're on the schedule and we're good to go. So it'll be exciting coming up, having that project complete. The Udall Park playground restoration renovation has started. Equipment has been removed and staff is working to do the demo, and then the installation will start as soon as next week. Roosevelt Park 2 to 5 playground was scheduled for this week, and it doesn't look like they're going to be able to start till next week, possibly at the soonest. I don't have a definitive date, but it should be next week because we want to get it installed before the kids come back to school. The last thing that I had was we have a project at Olmsted Park to restore the park to native Illinois plants. We have a survey online for residents to check out. It's got plans on there so that they can understand what we're doing. And then there's a link to a survey so that they can provide us feedback, what their thoughts are, whether or not they want us to move forward with a project like this. So I would encourage everybody to go to our website and check out that project.
What park was that?
Olmsted?
Off of Cypress, so do they want to take the native stuff all the way to the creek, or where we used to have the ice skating rinks, or?
Yeah, basically, the bulk of the park, there would be a border with grass on, around the perimeter, so that way it's not completely shutting out the whole park. But the idea is to add walking paths. When we did the resident survey a couple of years ago, walking paths were a big, high on the list. So the thought was to put the plants in there with walking paths throughout, so people can enjoy nature, enjoy plants, enjoy the animals and birds and butterflies and stuff that are attracted to those areas.
Very good.
I have a question about Marshall, since we're getting closer and closer by the day. That, I don't know what you call it. I call it the wastewater pit, but there's a fancier name.
The detention area?
Good. Once the pickleball's up, do you start working on that? Or are we waiting until spring again?
So it's starting to fill in. The native seed takes time. With a cooler spring, it just didn't really move, but we've been seeing with the warmer weather, stuff is starting to happen. So I expect that to fill in pretty good. We are also gonna put more seed and possibly even more plugs in there to fill it out.
Right.
So yeah, throughout the summer, you'll see a lot more stuff happening in there.
Isn't Hattendorf a good example? If you guys,
Yeah.
if you want to go to Hattendorf on the senior side, we have the same native plantings in a detention area, and it's fully grown. It looks really pretty. It just takes a while.
All right. Thank you, Mark.
Yes.
Business services update, Brad Scholes, please.
Julian Candles is returning to the golf course in July. It's the last Saturday in July. And I want to thank staff for conducting all the seasonal PDUs, and thank all of the staff for attending. We had over 400 part-time and seasonal staff attend. That concludes my report.
Any questions for Brad? Thank you. Marketing and communications update, Kelly Carmen, please.
Okay. Tiffany talked a little bit about the preschool graduation, and our department works with the preschool. We do all the invitations, the diplomas, the programs, signage, banners, and things that they utilize that day. So, including we did a little decal on the podium this year too. So, it was kind of nice for various photo opportunities that we had branding as part of the graduation experience. We also designed the pavilion dance programs that were utilized at the beginning of June for the dance recital. And we were involved with all of the Rainbow Falls and Pirates Cove branded new signage, because we updated with hours and pricing, and also we did some new wayfinding signs this year at Rainbow Falls as well as at Pirates Cove. So if you're at Pirates this summer, you'll see some new perforated vinyls that were done on the concession stand. So that was some of the work that we did. As far as content, of course, this is when our activity ramps up with the website, because everybody is going to find out what is Rainbow Falls open, is it closed, what time are the Pirates Cove hours, and in addition to that, we helped Catherine and Pirates Cove with some additional wayfinding signage for parking, overflow parking for Pirates Cove, so we put that out. Regarding sponsorships and advertising, I had a meeting last week with Microsoft, and they're interested in some potential sponsorships with us in the coming years. So they're looking at doing some budgets they'd like to partner with us on events and various sponsorships here at the Park District. So I'm laying out a plan for them for their budget for 2026. Williams Architects has committed. They're going to be sponsoring our Play Picnic Party event for $1,000 this summer. And we have a new sponsor, advertiser, Suburban Orthopedics, and they're going to be our back page advertiser for the fall guide. So that was great. And then our mobile marketing team was present at the Pirates Cove Preschool Day. So we shared some information on great things that families can do throughout the Park District all summer. And we gave away little bags with some snacks and things like that for the day. That was very well received. And we have an intern that started, Eli Hincapie. He is working with us. He started this past week. And we're also doing a new, revived our news. So instead of, twice a month, we're doing it every week. And we're sending that out on Fridays with the top 5 things that we think people should know about in the coming week. So, yes, that is my thing.
Any questions for Kelly? Thank you.
Welcome.
Executive Director update, Ben Curcio.
I'd like to start by thanking and a big appreciation to Senator Murphy for helping, really being integral in helping me get a meeting with a few of the MWRD commissioners. A lot of people may or may not know we have a possible project at Fox Run, which is a stream-based stabilization project, and MWRD, this is right up their alley, so it was really a big thank you to Senator Murphy for helping me get that set up. There's potential for grants with MWRD with these types of projects. I also want to personally thank Senator Murphy for her sponsoring a capital grant for the Park District to help support the funding for the Fox Run Restoration Stabilization Project, and also want to thank the Mayor Johnson and the village for their support as well. So that's all I have.
All right, thank you, Ben. Any questions for Ben? Okay, we're at old business. Do any commissioners have any old business? I just have a blend between old and new, and I was showing this to Ben, so I don't know what staff knows about this Daily Herald Reader's Choice, what commissioners know about it, but it came out over the weekend. And we, as a team, and that includes commissioners and staff and part-timers and 75 full-timers. I'm gonna go to page 20. And this is where I wanna thank the residents because it's their vote. And under Best Park District, we have Bloomingdale Park District, and then it went to Elk Grove Park District. And so they named 5 here, and it's got Elk Grove second. And then it goes to Waukegan Park District, Wheaton Park District, Wooddale Park District. So this is around the south suburbs, the north, we're talking Schaumburg, Arlington Heights, Itasca, Mount Prospect. You're going down into the Wheaton area, you're heading east, Northbrook, Glenview. The residents have a choice, and their response is, we respect the Elk Grove Park District when you're voted the best park district, second place. And so I started thinking to myself, is this something to brag about or not? And it absolutely is. Sometimes I get too analytical. No. You have bigger towns that have more people that can actually vote in this. So I don't know how they come up with the ranking, what their criterion was if you just voted, but the bottom line is, the residents of Elk Grove, through this Daily Herald survey questionnaire, have decided that we have a great park district. And so as a team, Ben, I'd like to thank our staff, everybody together, because all it takes is one individual. It could be a part-timer, it could be a full-timer, it could be one of the commissioners that can influence a resident either positively or negatively, where they have a chance to say, when somebody's asking them, what do you think the best park districts are in the northwest suburbs? And they come back. So that's a credit to staff. And then even the bottom 3 I was looking at on here, Waukegan, Wheaton, and Wooddale, they have an asterisk or a star behind there. And what that means through this 35-page brochure is that they were a sponsor or an advertiser. So I don't know if that weight means a little bit more for them to get in here, but we didn't sponsor this and we didn't advertise, but we still came through as one of the best park districts. So that came out over the weekend. And of course, everybody tries to brag about it if you've got the best sandwich or you're the best chiropractor, you're the best attorney. So it's eating and drinking, entertainment, places, recreation and activities, shopping and services, business is a business. I think we at the Park District should feel proud. So thank you, everybody. New business. Any commissioners or staff have any new business? Hearing none, we're at payment of the bills. I've got 3 dates, May 23rd in the amount of $350,264.72. May 30th, 2025 in the amount of $197,724.89. June 6th, 2025 in the amount of $73,542.95. Any questions or comments regarding any of these 3 sets of bills? Hearing none, I need a motion and a second.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Walls,
Yes.
Commissioner Bianchi,
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson,
Yes.
Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
President O'Malley.
Yes. Okay, our next meeting date is June 26th, 2025, 7 o'clock, right here. I need a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting. And a second.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Bianchi.
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson.
Yes.
Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
Commissioner Walls,
Yes.
and President O'Malley.
Yes, thank you, Bradley. This meeting is now adjourned.
That's a first.
Of Cranford, New Jersey, our local municipal channel, TV35, is a major source of hyper-local information that is specifically designed and created for our residents alone. We get to see our town meetings, concerts, high school sports, news, and more on a channel that is strictly about our community. The value of public, educational, and government stations was clearly demonstrated during the COVID-19 pandemic. All access channels provided crucial information, including press conferences and emergency updates from their municipal governments directly to their citizens. Today, the very existence of PEG channels is under attack. Access channels have been historically supported by a special surcharge that subscribers pay on their monthly cable bill, which is passed back to each municipality. But in 2019, this all changed. The FCC passed a franchise fee order that allows the cable companies to redefine the way PEG stations are funded. Under this new order, the cable companies could add the value of in-kind contributions to this cap, including the ability to place an arbitrary number on the value of each access channel. This would greatly affect the total amount received by municipalities and drastically reduce the amount of funding available to support PEG stations, possibly forcing municipalities to reassess the importance of funding their channels. Fortunately, there is a simple solution to this problem that is awaiting action in both sides of Congress. The Protecting Community Television Act mandates that the franchise fees must be only monetary payments. No non-monetary contributions will be allowed. This would ensure that franchise fees would continue at the level required to support PEG and community channels. Please contact your members of Congress today and ask them to co-sponsor the Protecting Community Television Act. Doing so will demonstrate their support for PEG television and allow municipal and community channels to continue bringing you hyper-local information.
Davey knows a thing or two about getting results. So do we. Elk Grove Village can help your business get big.
Run Golf Links, a year-round facility featuring great food and fun. Our newly remodeled clubhouse features 22 large-screen TVs, plus daily food and drink specials. Bring your friends and play around on one of our full-swing golf simulators featuring over 85 courses. With all this, Fox Run is also the perfect place to host your next meeting or special event. Visit us today at foxrungolflinks.com for more information on indoor leagues and special events.